Part of you has always been taken with the idea of purchasing a one-way train ticket to anywhere and boarding it without looking back. Or, in your current case, snowing away without looking back. Details. The idea has always seemed so idyllic. No strings, no obligations. Just you and your journey, the wind in your hair, and the taste of freedom on your lips. Oh, your little daydream didn't exactly involve careening across a perilous extraterrestrial landscape, but then you've always liked to think of yourself as the kind of person who's open to new experiences. Not to mention new friends. In practice, though, this tastes less like freedom and more like noxious muck, which is what you are currently surrounded by. Ugh. It's not unlike the slime that was in Skyla's Recuperacoon, except that slime was weirdly soothing, and this is prickly and burny and uncomfortable. You thought you would be jumping, what? Already messing up, and it's just the intro. You thought you were being smart by sneaking on board, jumping into some sort of cargo carriage. Oh, how wrong you had been. The trade-off for not being caught or maimed or killed, caught then maimed or killed for your blood color is apparently this. You almost would have preferred the maiming. God knows you're used to taking a beating by now. Alright, welcome back to Hiveswap Friendism. I'm 8-Ball, and today we are playing Volume 9, which just came out like 8 minutes ago, I think. I don't know. And we are going to be going with our boy Azdaja'S today. So, I was unsure on what sort of voice to do for him. So, I actually set out a poll on Amino and Instagram, and someone requested me to do a Starscream voice for him. And I'm going to try my damn hardest to do this. No promises. My vocal range is not very extensive. But yeah, so like I said, we're going with Azdaja today, and my prediction for this route is let's say it's gonna be good. Let's hope it's gonna be good. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna die. After what feels like way too long, the vehicle slows down and you take the opportunity to tumble out of your slime jail onto the dusty ground, picking yourself up and hurrying away from the station before you can get spotted. A little while later, you're standing on the beginning of a massive canyon, and your awful train ride almost feels worth it. The canyon stretches on endlessly, miles of yawning chasms and winding ravines at your feet. It's enough to make your mouth hang open in awe. After spending so much time in various grody parts of the city, the sight of such pristine natural beauty touches your heart. You feel somehow inspired, like you could belt out an aria or draw a masterpiece if you tried. But before you can begin exploring your hidden creative depths, you're distracted by noises coming from not too far away. You're not alone. You know what this means, a chance to get yourself some more of that sweet, sweet, succulent friendship. After so many successful companionship ventures, you are thirsty for more. You pick up your jaw and go investigate. The sounds lead you towards a trail along the side of the canyon, which in turn leads you down a roomy platform that is not much lower than where you started. There's a series of sharp outcrops jutting from the plateau, and perched atop the highest one is a figure dramatically framed against the moonlight. At first, you think he's peering moodily into the distance, but then you realize he's looking through some kind of contraption on his face. Recording coordinates! You look around. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here, so what you heard was this fellow muttering to himself, you guess. I see. He's so wrapped up in whatever it is he's doing that he doesn't seem to notice you yet. This guy's got to be hankering after some company, being all on his lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere. You're sure of it. Let's see. Well, we can wave and say hello, or we can climb up and surprise him. Let's see how bad this can go. Eagerly, you clamber up the side of the rock. Oh, wow, this drop is pretty intense. But it's nothing you can't handle without plenty of determination and frantic scrambling. Finally, you make it to the top. You're about to haul yourself up so you can stand fully ready to introduce yourself and let this guy have it with the vaginality. I don't know. Show him how amicable you can be. Too many big words. This needs to stop. Before you can do that, though, he whirls around, trench coat and long hair whipping in a wide arc. All your clumsy scrambling up the rock face must have clued him into your presence. Jesus Christ. Did you really think you could sneak up on me? I told you this voice was not gonna work. His eyes flash. Literally, they flicker from blue to turquoise and back again in quick succession. You don't notice the pure white energy crackling at his fingertips until you're already in the air. When Kepram lifted you up, it was like getting yanked by the scruff of your shirt. This is smoother somehow, like you just stepped into a strong breeze. Doesn't really change the outcome, though. You eye the ground below you nervously. Think again! Ha ha! Wait, you weren't engaging in any sneaking around, honest. Or, well, you were, but you didn't mean anything malicious by it. You were just after some quality hangouts. Unfortunately for you, he doesn't seem very moved by your heartfelt entreaty. Likely story. You're looking to gank my data and get a frond up on the game. Don't try to deny it. You don't know anything about any game. But before you can explain further, you are unceremoniously released. You run through quite the spectrum of emotions as you plunge downwards, but the strongest by far is regret. Regret that you'll emerge from this altercation sans the use of your limbs if you're lucky, but also sans a potential new friend. Damn it. Bye! Oh, man. Oh, fuck, I didn't save, did I? Alright, I'll skip forward. Okay, we're back. So we're not going to climb up and surprise him this time. We are going to wave and say hello. Sporting your most winning smile, you call out a greeting and give a jaunty wave. That gets his attention. Well, would you look at what the purbeast dragged in? Are you lost? Oh, it's so painful. So hard. Why? Why am I doing this? That depends on your definition of lost. You prefer to think of whatever you're doing as taking the scenic route, just like indefinitely. Your new acquaintance is hopefully soon to be pal snorts, unimpressed. It would be better if you did that somewhere else. Better for me, I mean, which is the most important issue currently at hand, let's face it. I still have preparations to make, and I'm running out of time. You're kind of cramping my style here. Preparations? For the game, obviously. It's starting any minute now. You have no idea what he's talking about. Seriously? You don't know about dual strifers? Wow, you're even more of an empty-headed pleb than I thought. That's not a very fair thing to say. Sure, you might have made a habit of running headfirst into stupidly dangerous situations, but there's no reason for him to assume your voice is drowned out by a crackling sound. He's levitating down from his perch towards you, sparks of energy stirring up the sand in a cloud. After meeting Sarava and Kepram, you've come to expect psionic powers from trolls with yellow blood by now, but it still kind of takes you aback. You stumble backwards, falling on your ass. The troll is unbothered by your spill, continuing to address you while you're sprawled on the ground. I'll explain. Dual strifers pits Alternia's best and brightest against each other in a timed event designed to reveal the most skilled among the group. Which would be me, of course. That goes without saying. He tells you a bunch of other stuff about the game, mechanics, and to be honest, it goes straight over your head. He's apparently not in enough of a rush that he can't stop what he's doing to outline his plans to you, some random passerby, in a fairly detailed manner at that. He seems pleased to have an audience, actually. Wow, this friendship has barely gotten off the ground, and you're already doing great. You get back on your feet and nod along sagely, pretending to understand all his rambling about strategy and whatnot. And then you notice a blinking light. It's coming from the screen over his eye. Huh. Interesting. My scouter can't retrieve any data on your species at all. He leans forward and looks at you. Really looks at you. Up until this point, he'd been paying more attention to his own voice or whatever readings he's been getting from his device. But now he's focused fully on you. It's starting to fluster you a little bit, actually. That is until his mouth twists into a smirk. You catch a glimpse of a single jagged tooth. You know, technically it's possible to join in teams of two. But now you're here. Is he saying what you think he's saying? Excitedly, you clarify whether he's asking you to join the game as his partner. Ha! Sure, Sure, I just love teaming up with clueless nerds like you. No. You'd be a nice element of surprise, though. I could use you as a collateral resource, fodder, a lackey. What do you say? That doesn't sound nearly as flattering, but it's an opportunity to help, and you've founded so many great friendships on doing whatever favors random strangers have wanted you to do for them already. So why stop now? Alright, so now we are going to be the best lackey ever. Because screw this. Best lackey ever, that's what we're going with. Yeah. The title might not be much, but that doesn't mean you can't excel at it. You tell him you accept his offer. Excellent. By the way, I'm Azdaja'S. But you must have known that already. Oh my god, this hurts so much. I'm using so many neck muscles that I never knew I had. You're kind of not sure why you would. Maybe he's some kind of big shot. Come to think of it, the name does ring a bell. You've heard it before, when you were in the middle of infiltrating a bandit hideout with a mercenary, Keneal. You've met my mate, Sprint. You must have gotten on her good side, or you wouldn't be standing here talking to me. Besides, what? Nope, that's not what that says. Because she would have minced you to the ground to find her that minced you into the ground, finer than grub paste. Oh my god, it hurts! He's grinning like he's really proud and fond of Camille being the sort of girl who'd make mincemeat out of someone as soon as speak to them. If he wasn't talking about her literally murdering you, you might find this reaction endearing. Hang on. If he already has a partner, why isn't she here? Azdaja'S expression sours abruptly. My partner isn't here because she didn't make our agreed-upon rendezvous time. He says the word partner as in an overdone, exasperated huff, as if he thinks she might be listening from behind a boulder somewhere, and he can somehow shame her into appearing. You remember that what Polypus said about mercenary duos often being quadranted pairs, an example, romantically involved. Did his girlfriend stand him up? Yikes. Maybe it's better that you haven't been promoted to partner status, if it meant getting involved in another couple's spat. You've had quite enough of that already. You hope they aren't fighting. Azdaja glares at you. The exact nature of our quadrant is none of your business, frankly. Now, come on. We're wasting time. He steps off the edge of the plateau, descending in a crackle of energy and floating you into the canyon along with him. It's a terrifying ride, but the view it affords is pretty amazing. Soon you reach the bottom. Who's talking to me? Someone's talking to me. Soon you reach the bottom. We should keep going. There's someone else in this valley. We'll get the drop on them if we move fast. He grins confidently, his coat flapping behind him. Look at him, he's gorgeous. His coat flapping behind him. There isn't any wind down here, though. Is he flapping his own coat with his PSI for dramatic effect? You bet your ass he is. First blood to Nilax. You blink. Tentatively, you repeat, blood? Yes, blood. Yes, blood. What else would there be? Oh, maybe rainbows and unicorns. No, this is Alternia. We fuck each other up. He says it the same way he enunciated the name of this competition earlier. Like it should have been painfully obvious. Like I told you, our aim is to take out our opposition. Swiftly and painfully. To win, we have to be the last team standing in this entire canyon. Weren't you listening when I explained earlier? God damn it. You had been proceeding under the assumption that this was some sort of elaborate competitive LARP. Like solving some puzzles to get out of a giant canyon before the other guy type of deal. Perhaps arm wrestle your competitors into submission if you run into them. But no, this game involves actual violence. You probably shouldn't be surprised. You've been on Alternia long enough now to discern that, boy, trolls do sure love killing. You've made friends with plenty of trolls who have less bloodthirsty hobbies, though. You ask him whether he's ever considered getting into excessive bodily force poetry, or streaming sick beats. Please, you're kidding, right? Now is no time to be joking around. Don't tell me you're already getting frosty strut pods. I can't work with someone with such a flimsy sense of conviction. You reassure him that no, of course not. Your strut pods are as toasty as all heck. But he's no longer paying attention to you. His scouter glints. There! He flashes past you before you can blink, riding the waves of his PSI to a collection of rocks sitting behind you. Target acquired. Nice try, thinking you could outsmart me by laying in wait and launching an ambush. Cowardly move, and sloppy, very sloppy. Now prepare to get owned. Resistance is futile. Oh, fuck. Abruptly, Azdaja freezes. You hesitate, unsure as to what sort of threat you're dealing with here. But then a troll girl with a cerulean blood symbol on her shirt pops out from behind the rocks. She giggles menacingly, making Azdaja turn towards you. His expression is blank. His nifty brain power is now under your competitor's control. To echo Azdaja's sentiment, oh, fuck. You need to do something fast. Yeah, you do, because you're gonna die. You have a harebrained thought that maybe you can grab Azdaja and physically wrest him out from under her control. You launch yourself towards them in a mad dash, attempting to call out a chilling battle cry, but it comes out as more of a pathetically broken yell. Me too. The girl laughs again. Azdaja's eyes flash brighter than you had seen so far, almost blinding. Oh hell, those are straight up eye lasers, aren't they? They're really powerful. Holy shit. You've met some strong trolls, but this kind of power is something else. If Azdaja were a character in a video game and you were to assign him a quantifiable number to measure his power, some sort of level perhaps, that number would be ... over 9,000. Nope. Well, it would be very high. That's all you're saying. Boom! Azdaja's lasers shoot at a point above you, scoring a deep gash in the rock and sending rubble toppling downwards. You reach out, grabbing Azdaja's coat. You have to get out of here. The girl doesn't stop you, merely leaping out of the way of the certain doom that's hurtling rapidly towards you. You think you see something out of the corner of your eye, some last-ditch hope at not getting squashed as flat as a grub cake. You race towards it. Damn. Your first thought when you next open your eyes is that death has finally come to tenderly cradle you in its sweet, loving embrace. But you quickly realize that you're in a cave, not the afterlife, and that the reason you are even seeing anything right now is because the area around you is brightened by a light coming from Azdaja'S scouter. Is that Scooter? Nope, that's Scouter. Through sheer dumb luck, you must have run towards a single safe spot in the entire ravine, this hole in the ground. It's as if this hole was sitting here, carved out of the rock, waiting to be your escape route. That thing looks important. What is that? Oh man, it looks very important. You might even say this hole was made for you. Fuck! You wince, covering your ears. Could he keep it down, maybe? Your nerves are a little short from almost dying for the upteenth time this week. No, I will not keep it down! Curses, I can't believe this! Who does that blue blood think she is? Does she realize who she's messed with? Wow, he looks really mad. Instinctively, you reach out to execute the slow face pat that trolls seem to find so soothing, but he slaps your hand away. What do you think you're doing? I already told you I have a moirail. You stammer out an apology. It just seems like the right thing to do. Plus, you thought Keneal was his mate sprit. He seems to realize what he just said. A hint of yellow touches his cheeks, just barely visible in the light. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Look at him in his precious face. That's what I said. I already have a mate sprit. Seems like he's got some conflict going on there. You're pretty sure you heard him right the first time, and you're also pretty sure that those are two different sorts of relationships. But you let the subject drop. No need to rile up your new friend more than he already is. Your shoosh pap might have been rejected, but the attempt seems to snap him out of whatever pissed off funk he has gotten himself into. Let's get out of here. That's not the voice I'm doing for him, is it? No, I don't think so.
Let's get out of here.
There we go. He follows the path of the cave. Can't he just blast you both out?
Don't be stupid. If I did that, it would cause a cave-in. Are you that eager to get crushed?
Good point.
You're acting just like Keneal. So ready to rush in without a game plan.
If he means this as an insult, it's kind of lost. Its effect is kind of lost. He sounds more wistful than irritated. You walk in silence for a while. As you make your way further into the cave, you realize that the walls aren't blank like you previously thought, but covered in complicated carvings? Cave troll art, you wonder?
I know what you're thinking. That life as a prince among trolls must be an inviolable one.
What? You snap to attention. Yes, of course. You were definitely thinking about him and his life story just then.
I don't expect someone like you to understand. You're obviously a completely average person who will live out their life in perfect mediocrity. But not me. And you don't know what it's like to be born so gifted.
Completely average. That's you, all right. You try your best to be sympathetic. Having rad powers must make things really hard.
What? No way, it's fucking awesome. But as you've clearly seen, it can attract unwanted attention from pathetic individuals who aren't nearly as talented themselves.
Oh god, this is so hard.
Who are desperate to have some unbeatable psionics in their corner. To be honest, the Empire is no different, and it's not like the rebels are much better. Keneal and I don't really care one way or another. We're just here to off chumps and get money. We look out for ourselves first and foremost. But eventually we'll get sent off planet to do the bidding of the Empress, just like everyone else.
Okay, you can see why having no say in the matter kind of sucks. But isn't there opportunity to do cool shit in space too? Azdaja'S' face draws up in a wry expression.
Yeah, with someone else calling the shots.
Oof. I'm dying. This is gonna kill me. You keep walking. After what feels like hours, his scouter flashes again.
We're here.
He lets out... what? He lets the wall have it with his eye lasers. With a resounding roar, it crumbles away. Aside from the spot he destroyed, the rest of the cave is intact. Moonlight spills into the space through the impromptu exit. I like this background here. That's nice.
It's over. We were stuck down there long enough. We were stuck down there for so long that the game has ended. Meaning...
Your heart sinks. This is a disaster. He's definitely not going to want to be your friend after losing this competition he's so invested in.
We're the last team standing, which makes us the winners. I knew it. That blue blood loser might have had the stroke of good luck, but she was no match for someone in my station. My victory was foregone conclusion from the start. Bringing you along was an excellent idea. You were reckless. Your recklessness really came in handy back there. It's going. My voice is going.
He's thanking you, you realize, or something close to it. Modestly, you assure him that it was no problem.
A prince knows when to give credit when credit is due. Celebration is in order, I think. Once we collect our prize.
There's a prize?
fuck yes! Haha! Dual Strifers offers an impressive cash reward to whoever wins. You'll get a cut as well, of course.
Whoa, money. This is the first time you've laid your hands on the stuff since you crash landed. Maybe you'll finally be able to purchase a warm meal, or clothing that isn't from somebody else's closet. More importantly than money, though, is that you've proven you aren't a complete fuck-up. You've earned Azdaja'S trust and also his friendship. Hooray! Alright, well that was mildly uneventful. And painful. I can't believe I actually did that. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more of my Friendism videos, there will be a playlist at the end of the video, and you should definitely check it out. That was a bad idea. But if you want to play the game for yourself, which I highly recommend, please do go to the description and click the link there where you can buy the game off of Steam and play it for $1. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!